Want to know this week back home, I told our team in the locker room, proud of our guys. After last week's game, coming off a triple overtime, getting on the plane, getting back late, turning around. Monday was a tough practice, and we had a lot of periods. We had a lot of work to get done. That's about 75% of our game plan that goes in, so the coaches were here late. Players grinded through it, and they did a really good job. And they were sore, they were tired, and they worked really hard. And Tuesday was a little bit better. They were a little less sore, a little less tired. Wednesday was a little better, a little less sore, a little less tired. And then they showed up today, and we were still prepping all the way up until game time. We're doing meetings. We're getting a few little tweaks here because on a short week, you're taking away that time, and it's just valuable. And I thought they showed up tonight, and they had great energy. They played extremely hard. They played together. The goal this week was to win the fourth quarter. We did that, and was really proud of the things that we did throughout the game. And some individual players, Leighton Vander Esch had a couple turnovers. Gabe Perez helped create that. Jake Rowe had a heck of a night. Didn't run the ball very effectively. We didn't run the ball effectively at all. We did some things there at the end, but third down and short yardage, we're just getting hammered, and that needs to end. So we've got to find some ways to run the football on the offensive side. We've got to be consistent doing that, and we're just not. We're just not right now. So got a lot of work to do there. An offense is about execution and consistency, is what it comes down to. And the one thing now that I'll say about our guys in the offense tonight, we wanted to be more consistent and have more efficient plays, but there at the end we got it done. There were some really spectacular plays made by some guys tonight. And the other one Montel had too, where we had a little zone read play called, and Rowe was out there in the flat. Montel felt him. I had no idea he was going to flip it out there. It's an option. But in that situation, he felt it, and that's the one thing about Montel. He's got great instincts. He flipped it out there to Rowe, and Rowe was ready for it. That, to me, that was a critical play, too. We were able to score points. I thought it was a poor decision. Yeah, I don't, the targeting calls are, I saw a little bit of it. I'll go back and watch it. I thought this officiating crew, this crew did a good job. Regardless, you can't hit somebody that late. There were too many steps, and that's part of the rule, and and we know this too. For our quarterback, I feel the same way. So I'm disappointed that Chase was removed from the game. I know he was as well. He's an emotional guy for us in a good way, to be out there on the field, and for him not to play. Those other guys stepped up as he was out, but that's always a tough one, and you hit a guy that late and you have a penalty like that, especially when you have that much field position that you can create right there. That's one of the things. We're always talking about opportunities to create field position, and that would have been a big one for us, and we hurt ourselves with the penalty.
Of course, I know there's still this stigma about the option around here, and I think this is 3 games in a row. You guys have played pretty well defensively against the option. What's been the difference the last few times in getting that corralled a little bit and not having that kind of monkey around your neck?
Yeah, well, I think one is tackling. The option's not much different than spreading teams out and trying to get one-on-one matchups. They do it a little bit differently, but you're trying to create some space. And if you play too soft on the edges, they're going to crease you up the middle. And if you get them out in the perimeter, they're able to create the one-on-one matchup. I think our tackling, we've had guys in the right position, and our tackling has been better. That's number one. I think our speed has improved. I really do. I think the speed of our team, and defensively in particular, because that's where you really see it, I think our speed is better. So I think physically, we have some guys out there that can run and they get into position. And then I think our coaches have done a really good job of preparing our guys. You guys don't get to see the practices, but as far as the preparation habits go and getting those guys dialed into what they're going to see, it's not always 100% because teams come out there and change, and offenses are always doing, whether they're triple or not, they're doing something to attack you, and you've got to be ready for it. But I think our preparation has been really good, and I think our tackling and team speed is better on D.